Hello and welcome back to episode 20 of The Long Dark. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So in between episodes I went ahead and grabbed some wood. Giggity. And that means that we can go ahead and get our furnace going.
That should do it. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it. Spearhead. Go.
Guess I can add blacksmith to my growing list of skills.
Sure. I mean, that was a pretty cool spear. I'm willing to call you a blacksmith for
I don't have
that.
to put this spear to the test.
Oh, Will. Oh, Will, you've doomed us. Improvised hatchet, improvised knife. Neat. Is that it? Can I make bullets? Doesn't look like it. Alrighty. Did you hear that? So we've got a spear. And, we need to get back to our trapper friend. I've already committed to coming back down here, if possibly off camera, to grab supplies, so I'm not too worried about leaving things behind. I'm definitely hearing some kind of noises in the background. So with that in mind, I say, let's go. But before we go, there is one last thing that I can put away. Don't tell me I used... Oh, yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Alright, so now we have plenty of carry capacity. And I accidentally sprinted. That was a mistake. We have plenty of carry capacity, but I left some important stuff in that box. Was there... Please tell me that there was somebody who watched me do that and was like, oh my god, the rifle! I really hope there was somebody. Oh, and I can't leave
stuff to carry.
Hacksaw behind. So what else are we going to leave behind? 2 liters of lamp fuel is too much, but I can't split it. I just have to live with that. I don't need to bring all of this stuff. So let's actually do a little bit of eaty drinky. That'll help. It won't be enough, but it'll be a movement in the right direction. 36%, no thanks. If it's above 50%, I'm willing to take a chance on it. Okay. We'll put those away. They're in great shape. We'll put those away. I'm probably never going to eat them. Come on. Okay. That's enough for now. We're gonna eat and drink some more along the way, so we'll be all right. Seriously? Another flippin' blizzard? Okay, well the good news is we're not freezing, so I can live with this. Hopefully, we can make it back to Jeremiah without being eaten by wolves. Wouldn't that be nice? I suppose it's possible we could find a wolf carcass out here. I did wing one. He could have bled out somewhere in the area. Maybe Methuselah ate him up. Skin and bones and all. That seems like a Methuselah thing to do, right? Especially since I've been joking about Methuselah being Santa Claus, and it's Christmas. Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas to all, as the story goes. Picked up a shell casing, now I'm too heavy. Well, whether or not he ate any wolves, it looks like our boy Methuselah has moved on. We will no doubt see him again. I'm not recalling another encounter with him, but I don't actually find those encounters to be very memorable. They're more of a tease than anything else. I'm not going to get back this way. Oh, don't tell me that's what the mountaineering rope is for. I'm going to have to... I bet that is what it's for. But we're just going to have to go for a little wander and see what we can learn. So there's more railroad this way. I don't really feel like checking that out. It's the wrong direction. It can't be in better condition than the railroad I've already seen. And also, it's in the wrong direction. So, I don't think we're going to find anything productive that way. Alright, let's go ahead and have a little drink so that we can be slightly less worried about Will breaking his ankle. So I guess we're going to... Yeah, we have to follow the river. We have to follow the river north. And almost certainly we're going to find a nice spot to do some rappelling. And I'm going to have to go back and get that dang rope. But that's life in the wilderness. And I am not going back for that rope before I know I need it. In fact, given how burdened I am, that might have to be an off-camera sequence, because I'm going to have to put some stuff in the machine shed and then run back to the hunting lodge and then run over to the rappelling spot and use the rope and then run back to the machine shop to pick up the things that I put down. And then, at long last, I'll be able to go rock climbing. And every time these little musical moments come up, I'm reminded of all the talking that I'm doing over these delightful atmospheric moments. Because that whole monologue could have been something that you could have been having inside your head while you were trudging quietly through the frozen wilderness. I have been tempted to jump ahead and play through Chapter 4 on my own time, because I haven't played it yet. But I've been resisting that temptation because I know that it'll be a lot more fun for both of us. For all of us? For me? Since I might be the only one here? In any case, it'll be a lot more fun for somebody if I save that and experience it on camera in real time. But the temptation is there, because I am really enjoying being back on Great Bear Island, despite the obnoxious wolves. So instead, I've been playing Satisfactory, and not the multiplayer game that Jin and I started. Although I would like to get back to that one day. I have a single-player game that I'm, I don't know, like 600 hours in on. And that number is kind of misleading because I have a tendency to do this thing where it's like, I've got a factory going, but it's not producing very rapidly. So I just kind of like go do chores while I wait for the factory to produce what I need. Oh, don't tell me I gotta go that way. I can't possibly have to go that way. That doesn't... Anyway, yeah, that's quite a few hours of basically just idling instead of actually playing. But since Update 5 made it to early access, I've been really immersing myself, first of all, in rebuilding my shiny new base that was in progress, since now I can build it on the global grid. And then in rebuilding my rail network to accommodate the fact that trains can collide now. So I've been able to sink as many hours as I care to spend playing when I'm not on camera doing that. And that's helped me resist the temptation to play Chapter 4. You know, since we're here and the wolves aren't harassing us too much, I can go over there and get harassed by a wolf. Good plan, right? What I ought to do the next time I have a warm moment is clean my dang rifle, because it's in rather poor condition. Hunter's Blind. Oh, a snare. Well, that's kind of nice. I don't really need a snare. Let's just move on. So what are we going to do? I mean, we have to get over here. And, that first route didn't work out. I guess we gotta go back across the bridge and see what we can find over that way. And wander into that part of the map that doesn't appear to be drawn. Which hopefully just means that I haven't been there yet. I wonder if the amount of weight that you're carrying affects your risk of falling through the ice. Wouldn't that be a fun little wrinkle? And a suitable punishment to me as a hoarder for carrying too much stuff all the time. Why am I overweight now? Because my clothes are wet, of course. But the good news is I'm not getting cold because I'm wearing good clothes. I'm not wearing a bunch of frickin' cotton, or I would be having a real bad day right now. Because that's one of the good survival lessons of the game. I think we've talked about that before, so I won't belabor the point. But it is definitely one of the advantages of stuff like wool, which is evolved to keep animals warm in cold, wet places. Because it can do that for you too, even if it's not yours. And frankly, the wool that people grow is generally too sparse to be of much use. Always with the wolves. Around every corner, a wolf. So it's got to be this way, right? It's got to be. This is where our climbing rope is going to turn out to be needed, I think. We have been going uphill, So that does make sense. And I promise that this is not just me role-playing. I have not made any secret of the things that I already know when I already know them. And I don't feel any particular need to spice this up, because it's been plenty spicy all on its own. Yeah, that's totally it, isn't it? I just keep doing it. I cannot walk past a deer carcass
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
without taking stuff. And what's about to happen is I'm going to confirm that this is the direction I need to go. And then I'm going to have to go back to the hunting lodge. Which will be an opportunity for me to put down that new deer pelt and cook that meat before we move on. And now I'm getting cold. Oh, but I'm not anymore. Staying out of the wind is good. Maybe I'm not going to need the climbing rope. I'm totally going to need it. In fact, I think I even know where I'm going to need it. This music is new. I just had a premonition of bad things to come.
I think I can use this.
No, Will. You can't. You don't have a revolver. You, as far as we know, you've never met a revolver in all your life. So I think this is a good time to cook our scavenged venison. So that's what we're going to do.
That should help warm things up.
And we might as well dry out a little bit while we're at it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause while I wait for the meat to cook, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the venison is cooked, and the fire is going out, and as you can see, I have made a miscalculation, because it is now getting dark. And we are out in the middle of nowhere. So I think we're just going to commit to our bad decision and keep going. If we head back, we're going to have to go through the wolves on the way to the hunting lodge. And that's not a good idea. But we've got plenty of matches, and we've got a hatchet, and we've got lots of lamp oil, which means if we need to light some fires along the way, we'll be able to do that. However, I have to say, I have a rather bad feeling that we're about to be rudely interrupted. And I'm just going to leave it to your imagination what that might be.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
No shit, Will. Rickety footbridge. Well, that certainly could have just dropped out from underneath us, which would have been rude. But fortunately for us, that was not the rude interruption that I predicted. Did you see a flashlight in the sky, or was that just me? So the other thing I did while I was waiting for meat to cook is I went ahead and used my rifle cleaning kit, and I learned that Will sucks at cleaning rifles. That kit restores only 3% of the rifle's condition. every time you use it, which is not enough. On the other hand, it only takes 12 minutes to do, but it uses like 5% of the cleaning kit's condition. So it's a pretty bad proposition all around. You would think that a competent outdoorsman like Mr. Will would be, I don't know, marginally better at cleaning rifles. Why is it getting lighter? I thought... how could it not be nighttime? It was day. And it started getting dark. There it is. That's our rope tie off. Okay, so I can't remember if I mentioned it, but the reason I'm getting excited about these saplings is we can use them to make arrow shafts. And I am super excited about them. I want a bow. So bad. Yeah, there it is. Excuse me? That's, not going to help me get somewhere that I need to be. The only purpose of that mountaineering rope is to help me get to arrow shafts? I mean, I'm down. I can see how that would be useful if I was going to spend a while here. But I don't know that it makes a whole lot of sense for story mode. Okay, so what's missing here? I gotta keep going that way. I missed a turn. That's what's missing here. It's kind of sparse back here, don't you think? I mean, we're obviously not above the tree line. And this is a nice little sheltered area. You would think there would be some life. Alright, now night is definitely falling. And poor Will. If we don't figure out which direction we need to be going pretty quick, I'm going to have to go back to the hunting lodge after all. So much for my premonition, eh? The good news is, even though the sun has gone down, it's not very cold yet. If I'm lucky, we'll be able to hang on to that for a while. Okay, so I need to hug this right wall, and hopefully it'll go somewhere more productive for me. I'm starting to think that that might not be the case at all. Alright, yeah, so that just took me back to my bridge. And down there is death. Yeah, that looks like quite a long way down. And now what? That's not going to work out for me at all. So, I mean, cool, we got 3 potential new arrow shafts, but, not a good use of time or calories. And on the one hand, it's too bad that I didn't have the mountaineering rope with me to, go ahead and just deploy it. But on the other hand, I don't know how much I care. Alright, so this side trip was a big ol' bust. And not my preferred kind of big bust. we're just going to have to head on back to the hunting lodge after all, right? What else are we going to do? Yep. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll head to the hunting lodge and I'll go ahead and off camera I'll run supplies between the hunting lodge and the machine shop, and I'll also deploy that mountaineering rope because I'm here, so why not? There's plenty of calories in the hunting lodge to support doing that, as long as I don't have to come back too many times to do other stuff in the future. But I guess one of the things I could do is grab that snare from the hunting blind and bring it over to the hunting lodge in order to help the wolves eat more rabbits. What is this? Oh no, I need to walk over this. That was almost a really bad decision that I made. Right? Is this right? I don't know if this is right. I don't think... Oh, that's the one that I was supposed to walk. And it is now so dark that I can't see what I'm doing. Should have done that before. Alright, I hear the wolves, so we're getting close to the hunting lodge. That's great. This is really not a good scenario for approaching a wolf encounter. Because they're going to see me long before I see them. Thought I heard something. It's so much closer to this. Okay, that could have been worse. Now, where's my casing? Alright, forget it. We're heading back to the lodge. Oh, come on. Are we gonna have a problem, Wolf? Am I gonna have to actually hit you one of these days? Casing? There's one. Okay. Now, can we please just make it to the lodge without getting eaten? That would be just so nice. We gotta be getting pretty close, right? There it is. Shit. Shit. Screw off, Wolf. Oh, a laceration. That's good. Oh, come on. I killed a wolf with a flare. And we're all out of time for episode 20, so come back and see me again in episode 21, where I will have patched up all of my wounds, and I'll find out just how much of that wolf meat is already cooked. Talk to you soon, and Merry Christmas.